playClark, Murray's of mini-Mahomes, 123. Ryan Clark says Kyler Murray best reminds him of Patrick Mahomes ahead of the 2019 NFL Draft. 123. The 2019 NFL Draft is a little less than 2 months away. Teams spent the past week at the NFL Scouting Combine getting a look at the top talent. Now they have to decide what to do with their picks. Here's a look at some of the biggest questions they will be answering. Arizona Cardinals. What will it take for the Cardinals to trade the number 1 overall pick? A lot. The Cardinals have yet to set a price for the top pick, but they won't move back unless it's just right, whether or not that offer includes quarterback Josh Rosen. Coming out of the Combine, it seems the Cardinals have zeroed in on Ohio State pass rusher Nick Bosa. But they are doing their due diligence on Oklahoma quarterback Kyler Murray, which means that if they don't get an offer that blows them away, the Cardinals be comfortable staying put at no. 1. Josh Wine. San Francisco 49ers. Would the 49ers rather trade down from the number 2 spot or add an elite edge rusher? Montez Sweat and DK Metcalf broke records. Cedric Woods and Andy Isabella ran blazing 40-yard dashes. Here's who's climbing NFL draft boards. From which team will draft Kyler Murray to John Gruden's plans to where Antonio Brown and Le'Veon Bell could land? Here's what we heard this week. Coach Kyle Shanahan has emphasized the need for closers for a team that has lost 11 one-possession games over the past 2 seasons, and he likened a top edge rusher to having a top quarterback. Considering that and the Niners' position with the no. 2 overall pick, San Francisco appears to be better served to stay put and take a real difference maker on the outside. That's not to say the 49ers wouldn't listen if someone came calling, and free agency could change things. Nick Wagner. New York Jets. The Jets pulled off the biggest trade of the 2018 draft. How likely are they to do it again this year at number 3? The motivation is there, no question. General Manager Mike Maccagnan would love to pull a reverse of last year, trading down and recouping what he sent to the Colts, 3 second-round picks. To make it happen, though, he will need a quarterback-needy team as a partner. Did someone say the Giants? The local rivals haven't made a trade since 1983, but they could help each other out by swapping places. With extra picks, the Jets could plug multiple holes, especially on the offensive line. If a trade makes sense, the Jets will do it. Rich Simony. Oakland Raiders. Oakland has 3 first-round picks. How would you define a successful day 1 for John Gruden? And by nail, I mean address specific needs at pass rusher, receiver and in the secondary. If one of those elite pass rushers falls into their lap at no. 4. Paging Nick Bosa, Josh Allen, Quinnen Williams, so be it. But if the Raiders are able to trade back, pick up additional selections and address said needs, that would be a successful day 1. Just check back in a few years. Paul Gutierrez. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Let's fix the Bucs' defense with the number 5 pick. What positions and prospects could they eye? The Buccaneers have needs at every level of the defense, so they can go best available with the pick. Mississippi State defensive end Montez Sweat's experience in both a 3-4 and 4-3 scheme and his speed 4.41 40-yard dash at the Combine, with a 1.44 10-yard split, could make for a great pairing with Jason Pierre-Paul. If Quan Alexander doesn't return, LSU linebacker Devin White would be terrific on the inside next to Levante David. Even though they used 2 draft selections on cornerbacks last year, Carlton Davis and MJ Stewart, the Bucs could use an impact player like LSU's Greedy Williams since Brent Grimes is likely not to return. Line quarterback Kyler Murray is rising up the draft board. Will the Cardinals bite at number 1 and trade Josh Rosen? Brett Deering, Getty Images. New York Giants. Give us a percentage chance the Giants take a quarterback with a no. 6 pick, and is there a QB they like over the others at this point? 72.2%. General manager Dave Gettleman said he wants to drop a quarterback on the franchise and then eventually watch him from his retirement digs on Cape Cod. He also noted evidence that you get those quarterbacks in the first round, not elsewhere. So it's clear he wants a first-round quarterback as long as there is an option with a high enough grade. Dwayne Haskins seems to be their favorite after impressing the Giants during their 15-minute meeting at the NFL Combine. He has the decision-making, size, arm and what is necessary to be the face of a franchise. Jordan Raanan, April 25-27 Where? Nashville, Tennessee. How to watch ABC, ESPN app. Keepers Mock Draft 2.0, going 1-32, McShay's Mock Draft 2.0, updated picks, Keepers Big Board, McShay's Top 32, Draft Order, picks 1-32 set, more NFL Draft coverage, Jacksonville Jaguars. With the Jags expected to sign quarterback Nick Foles in free agency, what is their biggest draft need? If they sign Foles, then tight end, receiver or offensive line is a must in the first round at no. 7. They will also sign a veteran backup quarterback because they are expected to move on from Blake Bortles. Teddy Bridgewater, Tyrod Taylor or Josh McCown would all fit the bill. Mike Tirico. Green Bay Packers. The one position the Packers have to address with their 2 first-round picks is blank, edge rusher. Unless, of course, they can land a big-time pass-rushing free agent. Several agents who met with the Packers at the Combine said they got the sense the plan is to spend on a pass rusher, or pass rushers, in free agency and then see what's left in the budget for other spots. Even if they do land a big-time pass rusher in free agency, they might be wise to double up at the position with either the number 12 or no. 30 pick overall. Rob Demovsky. Teddy, Earl and Le'Veon will be available. Here's everything to know on the class. Ranking the top 100 NFL free agents, winners, losers from franchise tags, tag tracker, 6 guys on 1-year deals, 1 free agent each team must sign, key off-season dates and priorities, experts predict, answering top questions, more NFL coverage, Miami Dolphins. Are the Dolphins still eyeing the 2020 draft to address the quarterback position, and what will it take for them to draft one in the first round this year? Miami isn't in great position to draft one of the top quarterbacks at number 13. Kyler Murray, Dwayne Haskins and Drew Lock might all be off the board. Miami would likely need to trade up to get its QB, and Murray might not be available if Arizona picks him first overall. So although Dolphins general manager Chris Grier tried to throw water on the tank for Tua campaign, it's looking increasingly likely that Miami might have to wait until 2020 to find its franchise QB. Karen Wolf at Pittsburgh Steelers. Pittsburgh is almost certainly moving wide receiver Antonio Brown this offseason. How likely is the team to draft his replacement early? There's a strong chance the Steelers select a day 2 receiver for the 3rd consecutive draft. Pittsburgh needs help in this area, but the free agency receiver pool is considered weak, and the franchise believes in its ability to evaluate receiver talent. It has a track record of finding impact pass catchers outside of the first round. The Steelers are banking on James Washington making a year 2 leap but need more depth behind Juju Smith-Schuster. Despite obvious needs on defense, plucking a receiver out of the first round, at no. 20, isn't out of the question. Jeremy Fowler.